Hey everybody, it's Dave.
And Dave.
And you're welcome to another episode of Twin Linked. Man, episode number 3. What's the date today, Dave?
Today is May 24th.
May 24th, so that's the week we're covering. Remember, we go 2 weeks into the past and 2 weeks into the future.
Back to the future.
That's right, Dave.
Kind of.
So, in case you forget what this show is all about, we are doing Western Conference ITC tournament coverage. And now I guess we're really talking about cleaning up the scraps or remains of 7th edition, Dave.
Yes, it's dying. It's last gasp.
That's right. Yesterday, or was it today? I can't remember anymore. They finally released the pre-order dates for 8th edition or New Hammer, whatever you want to call it.
Wait, they released the release date.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
They released the release date. So the pre-order date, whatever you want to call it. So we're looking at June 17th for the game dropping. June 3rd to go out and order all your trash. Hey, if you're watching this, we know you're on board and you're going to be ready to go and move your tournament games over into 8th edition. It's a super exciting time. I mean, really.
We're going to get 2 boxes, right, Dave?
Yeah, we're going to get 2 boxes. We're going to split that stuff up and
Chop it up.
I already got Death Guard started, so Nurgle's going to roll right into my action. Dave, are you doing something a little new?
I am working on my 3rd army, which is going to be White Scars.
White Scars. Are they still going to be good? Are they still going to be viable in the new edition?
Well, with me playing them, probably not.
It's true. It's not always the
fun.
army, right? You can't always have a net list that comes in and cleans everything up. We know that that's just part of the game. The other part of it is the players. There's a reason why when we go through our top 5 and we look at people winning around the country, a lot of times they're the same guys, right, Dave?
Same guys.
Same guys, not always the same armies, but they know what they're doing. They're trained pros. How do you get better at winning tournaments, Dave?
Oh, I think it's practice.
Exactly. So if you want to get out there, you want to win a local RTT or a GT or even a major, there's only one way to do it. That's to put the time in.
Got to play to win.
Got to play to win. That is correct. I talked to a lot of the guys at the LVO last year at the top table, Dave. Excuse me. At the top 8 tables. And all those guys played a ton of games. They have a lot of players, like people like in the Mugu Legion, other teams that work together to build these guys that are going all out to win the tournaments. You have to play different armies. You got to see different things while you're going out there. That's the only way to get better.
Play other good players, other good armors. Mugu hardens Mugu.
Iron sharpens iron, right?
That's what I'm saying. Mugu hardens Mugu.
Exactly. So hey, let's enough pre-banter, pre-talk. Let's go ahead and get into some of the games we saw going down and some of the tournaments that took place over the last couple weeks.
This is our 3rd episode. So we're 6 weeks into our coverage.
That is correct, sir. 6 weeks in. Things are doing good. So, let me get my paperwork together, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. And by the way, thanks for watching. And I want to do a special shout out to our good friend Troy Cornelison. Troy is doing all the special effects that are going on with this show. If you happen to mistakenly watch our first episode and you're like,
that was us.
What was that? That's us trying to do it. Troy came in and really did some great work for the 2nd. I'm sure you guys will see some great work for the 3rd. He's a hard-working guy. Troy, thank you very much.
Thank you, T-Bone.
All right, let's get in it. Number 1, down in the southwest. Well, I guess it's Western Conference, but it's actually east from us.
But it's south of our region.
That's true.
Southern portion.
We're going to go out to Scottsdale, Arizona. These guys, there's a GW store out there in Scottsdale in the town center. It looks like they have RTT, I'm thinking, pretty much every month. Out there, people are training up, getting tough. A very famous player, Don Hushin, plays down out of there. So if you guys track this stuff at all, if you ever look on Best Coast Pairings, you'll see his name there, and he was there a lot last year, too. So he's down there playing, and unsurprisingly, Don's doing pretty good. Well, we had a total of, let me see here. We had a total of 9 players in our last RTT down there at Scottsdale, Arizona.
Good turnout.
Good turnout, yeah. That's what we're looking for, right? We had a couple ties, so I'm going to give normally I only do the top 2 for an RTT, but this time we're going to do a top 3 because our 2nd place tied. We had 2 2nd place guys with the exact same total points. One was Todd Hodges. Well done, Todd. Todd was playing Necrons. Fantastic work. His scores, 14, 18, and a 6 came there a little bit low at the end. But, bounced out because he played against the other person who came in 2nd place, Mark Follows, and he was playing Colt Mechanicus, right? And Mark, man, you could tell he came out of the gate hot. Boom, 19. Boom, 19. What's that last one read there, Dave? Can you read
That's
from
a
there?
0.
That is a 0. You know what? I could probably read that too if I put my glasses on. So let's get serious.
Oh, you really needed help?
Sometimes.
I thought you just wanted to make it fun.
No. This is real
You
life.
needed to
This is real life reading, baby. All right, yeah. So Mark got a 0. So he probably ran up against Don in the last game. Don had took first place playing Eldar with the Scorched Earth Renegades. Some outstanding guys I'm sure he's training with scores of 19, 19, and
No, 19.
that's correct, 19. So that's it for Scottsdale, Arizona, GW store down there. Great job, Don. Way to take first place with the Eldar.
Hot times in Arizona.
That's right. Enjoy it while you can.
Jump into the car and we're heading back to our favorite place, Santa Jorge.
Santa Jorge, Utah. That is correct. Man, they are gaming out in Utah. Let me tell you what. They have some fun out there. We're going to have to get in contact with these guys because they're not messing around. Let's see here.
All of us together, forget about it.
Forget about it. At the beautiful Game Haven in St. George, Utah, they had their monthly RTT, and they had a total of 6 players out there. So like I say, we're going to go with the top 2 just real quick. Congratulations to Steve Harmon. Steve Harmon, well done. I believe we've heard that name
Yes,
before.
we have.
Yeah, Steve, you're doing great. Playing with the Mojave Wargaming Club. Does the Mojave creep into Utah, or do you think he drives north to play?
I don't know. There may be more than one Mojave.
Ooh, never thought of that, Dave. St. George is pretty close to the border there with Nevada and all that other kind of good stuff. So well done, Steve. But coming in at number 1, the vicious, the evil, well, maybe not, the Eldar.
The Eldar.
Evan Stump.
Stumped him.
Stumped him. Put the stump on him. Man, let's see. Let's look at those points for Evan. 11 on his first game. Bit of a close call. Just above a tie. Followed by an 18 and an 18 with his Eldar. Good job, Evan Stump. Winning it out there at Game Haven. St. George, Utah.
You know what, Dave? I think those are probably a local club because it's all of the participants are from the Mojave Wargaming Club.
Yeah.
So as you were saying earlier, working together, training up, getting all your armies together. Somebody's got to be the sparring partners. Guys down here with the 8s, 1s, and 9s. These guys put in time so that these guys can get the glory.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll see Evan later on at a major or grand, and all this training will pay off for him. And who knows? All these guys got to be getting better by playing each other.
Definitely.
Keep up the good work out in St. George. All right. A different city. I don't know if we saw this one before. First of all, I love the title of this RTT. And it was just barely an RTT. They had actually 14 players out there, so this is a good one. The Utah Coalition to take the Boise Cup. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. I love that. Hextrom Yoki, I know you. We're Facebook friends. If you know what that means and you actually happen to watch this episode, please let me know so I can know what's going on out
I
there.
think there's some rivalry, and these guys are gearing up to take the Boise Cup.
Boise's up in Idaho, right? Maybe they're training for it. I don't know. It took place at End Zone Game Center in Clearfield, Utah. So if you're anywhere around Clearfield, there's games being played, man. Contact somebody. These people are great. I'm sure they'll be happy to help you out.
Head down to the end zone. Run it in.
That's right. Oh, nice, Dave. That's pretty good.
Run on down to the end zone.
All right, so we had a total of 14 players in this one. Looks like we had a nice selection of different armies going out there. But coming in at number 2, a man I just mentioned a little bit earlier, Thomas Hextrom Yoki. Oki, not Yoki. I don't know where that came from. Oki. Thomas, I met him out at LVO last year. Mm-hmm. Fantastic man. He likes to play LARP. Did you know that, Dave?
I did not. This wasn't the hardcore LARP guy, was it?
I think it was the hardcore
the
LARP
hardcore LARP.
Hardcore LARPing. Yes, correct.
Did he have long hair, beard?
Yes. Yeah.
Wiry.
Oh,
don't LARP with that guy.
He's quick with that broadsword.
Full contact LARP, I think.
Full
is what
contact
it was.
LARPing. That's right. Yeah, and he posts pictures up all the time on Facebook.
Awesome. Good
Thomas,
job.
you seem like a great guy. Well done. Coming at number 2, but coming at number 1. Let's talk about our number 1 guy, Benjamin Gabbert. Benjamin Gabbert playing Imperial Knights. Well done, Benjamin. Now, I like his team name, Armada of the Apocalypse.
Load up the boats, let's go.
That's
well, you didn't mention the team name of number 2.
The return of the infamous Double Dutch Rudder. The Double Doubles, that's right.
Double Dutch Rud. The Double Dutch Rud.
Tom, next time I see you, we're going to have a talk about why this is your team name.
Got some explaining to do.
Well, technically, maybe. I don't even want to know. Maybe you should keep that to yourself, Tom. Anyway,
some things are better left to the imagination, Dave.
Benjamin Gabbert. Hey, did you see the new Imperial Knight stats they're putting out for 8th edition, Dave?
I saw some big numbers.
Yeah, some big numbers, man. Those Imperial Knights look like they're still going to be tough. 24 wounds. I believe toughness of 8, 3+ armor save, 5+ invul from shooting all the way around. No more ion shield placement, all that kind of good stuff.
We're not here to talk about 7th and 8th edition.
I'm sorry.
No. I've got a knight on the shelf in the garage that I've never built.
It's just hanging out.
Because I'm like, I played too many vehicles to begin with,
right.
And I'm accustomed to getting them blown up, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to pay that much for a vehicle to get blown up.
It might be a nice backer for your white scars that you're starting. All right, so anyway.
Times have changed.
Good job, Benjamin. Well done. Keep up the good work. I just want to point out that, that was a decent-sized little RTT. Benjamin earned 113.88 points for that. So
good job.
Good job. Well done, sir. All right, let's keep on trucking.
Off we go to...
I think we're going to hold off. We'll come back to this one a little bit.
All right.
Yeah, I know.
I could use me some Alaska weather.
I know, it's a little warm today, huh? Whew, hello, California. We're hitting the hundreds already. Fantastic. All right. Down at Dice Hammer Games at Comic Quest, Lake Forest, California. All right, so I looked up Lake Forest. I believe you guys are somewhere down there by San Bernardino. So, hey, if you're in the area, Southern California, Lake Forest has got games going on. It looks like they play once a month, I'm pretty sure.
You Bakersfielders could hit it. You LA could hit it.
Nice.
San Diego could hit it.
Hit it. Bam. All right, so they had 6 players. Not a whole lot of guys, so you can get out there and get in some competition. Coming in at number 2 was Nick Card. Nick Card playing Gene Stealer Colt. Well done, Nick.
Impressive.
Yeah, no doubt. Scores looking pretty tough. He had a 19, top score, a 3. I don't know what happened there, Nick. And then a 19 again. But no surprise. Look who's taking the top. Adam Gaddy. Well done, Adam. Good job. And he's playing the infamous
Eldar.
Man.
Notice my disposition when talking about Eldar today.
Because
I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I see the light at the end of the 7th tunnel.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I think there's a chance.
I love it. All right. Well, hey, for now, Adam, I don't care what army you're playing. You came in first. You played hard. You won. Well done, sir. Keep up the good work. All right. Coming up to California. Coming a little closer to home here, Dave. Sacramento. Great Escape Games in Sacramento. The Contest of Champions.
Tunneling up into Sacramento over to the Great Escape Game Shop.
I love how it's Contest of Champions, and last time the Emperor's Champion,
won it all? Won the trophy?
Was any good in Warhammer. It was a long time ago. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. All right, so let's see. How many people do they have up there at Great Escape Games? Whoa.
That's a big one.
That's a big one. 18 people. Good job, man.
That's what she said.
Well, you hope so. Lies never hurt anybody.
That's what I imagined she said.
That's a little white. Oh, imagine. Nice. So, hey, 18 people, way to come out. I know we're at the end of 7th edition. Man, I love to see people getting out there. Keep the community going. Keep it in support. There's a lot of people kind of like, hey, let's wait and see what happens. I'm so excited to play 8th. I'm not worrying about 7th right now. But it's still fun to go out there, meet your friends, and get a game on,
Get it on.
Get it on. So let's talk about we're going to do top 3 on 18. Let's do top 3.
That's a lot there.
Coming in number 3, Phil Tracy with Adeptus Astartes, good old Space Marines, playing with it out of the team Bay Area Dogs of War.
Release the Dogs of War.
That's right.
Good job, Phil.
So I assume you drove in the Bay to Sacramento, not too far of a drive.
Not too far.
Well done.
Hour and a half. Depends where you're at in the Bay. It could be real close.
Yeah, no doubt. Coming in at number 2, Tony Myers. Tony Myers with the Meta Mafia, playing Renegades.
Scary.
Oh, man. So we already saw an update for Forge World, so Renegades, who haven't had an update since God knows when, 5th edition or something like that, stand by. Updates should be coming.
Stand by to stand by.
Stand by to stand by. And coming in at number 1, didn't lose a single point, Bloodthirsty Killer, Mike Benton. Oh, I didn't even see that. Playing Chaos Demons and with his team, the Mercy Killers.
Now, who's that guy we met from Mercy Killers at the BAO? Played all those assassins. One of the very few games I won.
Josh
the assassin.
Josh the assassin. Josh,
I got your card. I'll get that.
Did he play here today? Here he is. He came in number 10.
Josh Rosenstein. How you doing, Josh?
Josh, good job, Josh. Still playing assassins with Team Mercy Killer. So, hey, maybe he threw one to help his teammate take the top spot.
Nah, he wasn't throwing them. That's just that's a crazy list. But he has fun. He's played everything.
That's right.
He told me he played everything, wanted to play something different. He's still playing it. And hopefully we'll see you at the BAO again, Joshua Rosenstein. Playing Assassins, lost 2, won 1. His last one, he won top points, 19. Well done. I want to also give a shout out when we get up to 18. Timothy Dieterdorf. Thank you very much.
Dude, way to get out there and play with your Astra Militarum. And I also love his team name, Team Brohammer.
Brohammer.
That's pretty nice. I like it. Good job, Timothy. Way to get out there and play.
Wooden spoon candidate.
All right. Ooh, wooden spoon, no doubt. Moving further north, hopefully to cooler weather.
Quite a ways north.
Yeah, that's right. Going all the way up to Bremerton, Washington at Blue Sky Hobbies.
Beautiful blue sky.
They had a farewell to 7th edition game. One salute. But still, they had 12 people come out to that game. Fantastic. Nice work. Let's see, we got coming in number 3 was...
Good luck with that there, Dave.
Josh Johnston? Or are you looking further up?
Oh, I'm looking further up.
Okay, well, Josh Johnson playing Eldar came in 3rd. Man, when Eldar comes in 3rd, you know there's tears somewhere
in
the war.
Well, give the other guy some credit.
That's true, huh? Credit where credit's
due. That sounds like a 50s song. Tears in the war.
Yeah, you know, hey. Josh, you did great. 19 coming in 2 games, full points, to finish with a 9. I have a feeling that might have been taken up there by number 1, but we'll get there in a second.
That would be my guess as well.
Josh is playing with the Mugu Legion. We've mentioned Josh before. Well done, Josh. Keep up the good work. Coming in at number 2 up there at Blue Sky Hobbies is Chaos Space Marine player Jeffrey Heimbusch. Jeffrey Heimbusch. Well done, Jeffrey.
Chaos Space Marine.
Man, whenever I see something like Chaos Space Marines, I want to know so bad what Legion it is. Who they're playing. Is it Death Guard? Is it, Iron Hands? I want to know.
I'm the opposite. Chaos Space Marines are dead to me. They're dead to me.
Hey, Best Go Sparing.
Splitters.
If you happen to watch our video cast, please add in the
faction.
The faction within the faction. You know what I'm talking about? The sub-army within the army.
The sub-faction.
Let's talk about number 1. Number 1, Todd Johansson. Well done, Todd.
Another
playing.
familiar name.
Yeah, Adeptus Astartes. With the Blue Wizards, hey, Blue Sky Hobbies, Blue Wizards. Todd came in number 1 with 113.19 points for his ITC scores.
Dropping them points.
Nice. With a 19, a 14, and a 10. That one barely scraped by. It looks like he might have played his Josh Johnson there, Eldar, and barely came through with a win.
Tough-looking tournament. You're not maxing out on all those points.
No, yeah, it's
tough. Taking first place, so that's a tough showing there.
Yeah, usually in a lot of these RTTs, you see the number 1 guy has top points all the way through, but here, there was broken up a little bit. So good job. Keep up the good work out in Blue Sky Hobbies, Bremerton, Washington. Man. All right, let's keep on trucking. Oh, man. So we had a GT with a total of 58 players. Wow.
58. Where was this at?
This is at Gamers Haven in Spokane Valley, Washington. Huge turnout, full-on GT. Well done. Actually, at 58, they might very well qualify as a major. Wait, yeah, it goes Grand Major. So, yeah, they might qualify as a major at 58. I think 58 and 5 rounds over 2 days makes them a major. If I'm wrong, Reese, shoot me a message and tell me I messed up again. But hey,
just the message. Don't shoot him.
Not literally.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Figuratively.
Just shoot the message.
But man, what a great turnout here at the end of 7th. They must have a great hobby scene out there in Spokane. If you're nearby, get out there and get some playing done. So we'll definitely talk about the top 3 coming out of this. Number 3, Gareth Hunt. Well done, Gareth Hunt, playing Renegades. Oh man, look at his scores, Dave. He was so close. I mean, we're talking about some of the top guys, top armies out here. Gareth came in at a 19 game 1, got a 7, took a hard one to the jaw in game 2.
Got back up,
and followed it up with 3 more 19s. I mean, he really barely lost that second game playing Renegades. Renegades are super strong. Well done, Gareth. I want to give a shout out to his team name real quick. Death Spiral Down. It's kind of a harsh name.
It is, and he almost lived up to the name with that Death Spiral going 19 first round, 7 second round, but he pulled out of that flat spin.
Nice.
All a Maverick.
All a Maverick.
And came in 3rd place.
Yeah, Maverick didn't make it out of the flat spin. Goose. R.I.P. baby.
Maverick made it.
Yeah, but he never pulled out. He ejected out.
Well, he made it.
Let's not talk about it. You made me cry. Poor Goose. He had a wife and kids. It was a tragedy. All right, coming in at number 2 with 122 and .12, 12 points, 122.12 is Mike Kriegler. Well done, Mike Kriegler, playing Chaos Space Marines. Magnus,
AKA
maybe?
Freddy.
We don't know. I wish we knew more. He's playing with the Left Coast Corsairs, a very famous team out there. Man, look at his scores. Boy, he has some challenges there at the end. 19, 8, 19, and then 2 10s, barely scraping over the win. Man, well done, Mike.
Good job, Mike.
Yeah. Let's get to here, number 1 out of 58. I want to point that out. Number 1 out of 58. High five to you, Matt Evans. Way to get it done.
Good job, Matt. Playing
Skitari, right? That is outstanding. I don't think we've seen that for a while, and I love his team's name, Betty's Fighting Havanakians.
I think you got it right.
Havanakians? Out of Gamers Haven, Havanakians? Man, well done, Matt. Yeah, there we go.
Now it makes sense.
But Matt, that earns you...
I was just saying it was cool before, but now I get it.
Now he gets it. That earns you 136.34 points. Well done, Matt Evans, fighting with Skitari. Let's look at his scores. 19, 19, 18. Lost a point somewhere. 19 and 18. Man, hard fighting.
Just giving up 2 points. Good job, Matt.
All right, so here, since this is such a huge event, this is a special shout out to James Curran. James Curran, who came in 58th. So, you know, there's a saying out there. It's called the wooden spoon, right, Dave?
Yes, sir.
So the guy that gets the bottom spot at a tournament, or it comes in last basically in anything, it's kind of like you get the wooden spoon. It's a award, a little, hey, thanks for coming out, you know, all that kind of good stuff. Here in the West, we want to take it up one step further. We're tracking our top 5, but starting here with our first GT, we're going to start tracking a few on the bottom. So, James Curran, you are officially a member of the Hardwoods. Hardwoods, that's right. The wooden spoon, but it's a hardwood because you went down fighting, you went down hard. Look, he didn't go home early. He's not a quitter.
No.
A lot of these tournaments, you'll see the end, like they'll only play 2. He played all 5 events.
He got 2 points. Right? Did that keep him down? No. Came back in round 2, got
0 points.
0 points. You'd think by now, I'm out of here. I'm done with this. Then what happens?
He comes back and gets 2 points.
It's like, I'm on a roll.
I'm on a roll
Don't
now.
call it a comeback.
Don't call it a comeback. And then, whack, gets knocked down again, back down to 0. But does he quit?
Nope.
He comes back and gets 1 point in his last game. James Curran, you sure are the hardwood of the week.
Hardest of the week.
Hardest of the week.
The hardest of the hard.
I'm going to set that one aside, James, because I'm going to keep your name
I
forever.
think we're going to be hearing more about it.
We might even send you a
wooden spoon.
A wooden spoon or something appropriate that only is available through losing a major or GT here in the West
Dave's
Coast.
got some hardwood for you.
All right, Dave. Hey, we're a little hot here in the studio. Hey, it's summer in the valley, and let me tell you, it's not cool. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to take a little bit of break. Relax yourself. I recommend a cold beverage because that's what we're going to put down range right now. We'll see you all in a little bit. All right, here we go. Hey everybody, it's Dave.
And Dave.
And together we are Twin Linked. And welcome back to our show. Hey, so the break has been a bigger break than anyone thought. It's been a break of a couple days.
3 days, yeah.
Yeah. The warp, capricious and evil creature that it is, sees the second half of our video. So we've had to come back together. We've returned to help you guys out and bring back the second half of our ITC tournament coverage.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to jump right back in it, and we're going to start. We had one last tournament to go over before the break, and then we'll go to our top 5. Our last tournament we're going to go over here. Let's see. Challenges. I didn't bring the eyeglasses.
You need some help there, Dave?
All right, no, I should be okay. Might get a little for.
You want to try these?
Oh, no.
I'll check these out.
I'll be looking like that the whole time. All right, so our last tournament was in Anchorage, Alaska at Tier 1 Cards and Games, and it was their actual state championship, if you can believe it. So,
whole state.
Tier 1 Cards and Games took it upon themselves to say, hey, we're going to have a state championship. I don't know, no one blessed them, no one gave them superpower, but you can do all that kind of stuff because
it's Alaska.
And there's really no control, right? You can do whatever you want, right, Dave?
I think the former governor was there.
I mean, we could have a tournament right here in the garage. You call it the California State Championship.
The Reedley State Championship. The Valley Championship.
I mean, no one's going to come by and like pull the cord and sue us or nothing, are they?
ITC police.
Maybe. Maybe that'd be us. I don't know. Anyway, Alaska Tier 1 Cards a Game in Anchorage had their second annual, number 2, state championship. They had a great turnout. I mean, Alaska's got a pretty decent hobby scene going on. It looks like they had 22 players.
It's a very, very sparsely populated.
Right,
So
yeah.
to bring them all together, that's amazing.
Yeah, when you think about how spread out these people are in the state and they're all coming down to the championships, fantastic turnout, well done. Well done. So let's go through our top 3 of the Alaskan State Championships. Coming in at number 3 is Jason Ryder. Jason Ryder. Well done, Jason. Jason's playing the Adeptus Astartes, a.k.a. Space Marines. Right?
And team name AKTC.
What do you think AKTC stands for?
Did we talk Alaska?
Alaska Team Champions?
Wasn't there something about taking something back?
Take me back.
Oh, no, that was Boise. Taking back
Yeah, taking back the Boise Cup.
Yeah.
See, this is what happens when you have 3 days in between recordings. Anyway,
Without sleep.
Jason scored a total of 94.2 points. Man, what a great tournament Jason had. He had a total of 4 rounds, right? They had 4 rounds. He got a 19, which is max points. Then a 0. Bam! Body blow, right? And then a 19 and a 19. So Jason had a fantastic tournament. Man, he could have been right there at the top. I don't know what happened on that 0, but somebody came and put the curb stomp.
I don't know. 3's pretty good to me. That's right there at the top.
It is right there at the top. Coming in at number 2. Number 2 was Eric Rickards. Eric Rickards. That's with a K on the Eric, by the way.
Rickards.
He's playing Tyranids, and man, what a great tournament he had as well. Look at this. 9, 19, 18, 19.
That's very impressive.
It
Tyranids,
is.
Bugs in Alaska.
Right.
In the cold. That's impressive.
Man, if you could only pull that first game, Eric, holy cow.
Yeah.
I think we actually know Eric, believe it or not. I think we met you. Eric, did we meet you at the BAO last year?
2016.
Down here in California, down in
Is
Mountain
that you?
View at Castle Games?
BAO 2016.
BAO 2016. I think you were that crazy all Hive Tyrant list, if I recall correctly. And you're probably playing it right here again. Touching the last of the Hive Tyrant list here in 7th edition. Man, Dave.
He was like super tall, right?
Yes, he was very tall, lanky
Probably
guy.
like Skyfire. He probably got Skyfire because he's up that high.
You know, Tyranids are looking pretty exciting. I know this is an 8th edition podcast. We're not supposed to do that. Not yet, but man, some of the Tyranid stuff is looking good. I'm excited for the Tyranid players.
Oh, they're going to bleed well.
Eric, I hope you've already sold a couple of your flyers on eBay because you might not need all 7.
Then again, maybe you will.
Then again. But number 1, the big man of the story, number 1.
Number uno. The Alaska
22,
State Champion.
The Alaska State Champion is, drumroll please, Dave, John Miller.
Miller.
Nice. John Miller, well done. He's playing Blood Angels of all things. Fantastic work, John. Way to go out there. Win a major tournament. It's a grand tournament, as you are running a grand tournament with Blood Angels.
And a state championship.
And a state champion. A codex that they said was dead.
Undead.
Undead, right? No
Is that what
kidding.
Blood Angels are?
The space vampires, sort of. Well, that's undead. Keep drinking your blood.
Creepy.
John Miller.
The things they do in Alaska.
Squaring himself away with a total of 119.88 points for the tournament for coming in first place. Good job, John.
Look at that gap.
Yeah, and here's a couple of things that John won with, because we contacted Tier 1 Games. We wanted to find out, hey, what went down up there? Give us some of the stats on what the winner brought. Because I was curious, right? Blood Angels. I mean, what did he bring? So I guess his list focused around his Death Company, right? Hardcore Death Company, which are the Blood Angel Suicide Berserker crowd, right? And
like
apparently,
Berserker.
my love for you was like. Anyway, and they brought a chaplain. I'm sure he had a cool name. I don't know. What would be a good name for a Berserker chaplain?
Baron Von Badass.
Nice. Off the top of his head, ladies and gentlemen. Come get some. All right. So they flew in on a Storm Raven. So they had a Storm Raven delivery method.
Dun, 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 dun.
He had 2 nights. I don't know how he had 2 nights. They
Bracket.
must have had some kind of weird. Nice. Oh man, he's all in today. And overwatched by a Fire Raptor. Forge World chicanery right there. Little shenanigans going on.
Only in Alaska.
Only in Alaska, but nevertheless, John, well done. You should be very proud of yourself.
Very proud of him.
So I contacted those guys. I said, hey, give me something unique that happened during the tournament up there. You know, we've all seen games. They go back and forth. Sometimes there's a shining moment, right? So I don't know if this was Eric Rickard's Tyranids, but apparently there's a game of Tyranids versus the Iron Hands.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
so Iron Hands are famous siege warriors. I'm sure they had a lot of armor out there, and apparently the Iron Hands guy always brings a void shield generator, right, to protect his assets.
Predictability.
In
And
the back.
his ass.
Nice. So, but you can't protect yourself from a flying hive tyrant, right?
No.
So the flying hive tyrant goes swooping across the battlefield and landed on the void shield generator, and thereby claiming it for the Tyranids.
This is mine.
I own this fool, right? So would that count as a unit destroyed if you take over a building like that in ITC? Man,
You
that's a
buy
good
it, isn't
question.
it a unit?
I guess.
I don't know.
I
What's the
know.
fortification?
Fortification.
The fortifications count as units.
Probably
Whatever,
not. Probably
the Hive
not.
Tyrant took it.
So he lands on top of this thing, right? And so now the Hive Tyrant is protected, but grounded, right? Grounded.
You're grounded,
So
Hive Tyrant.
what does the
on you.
Iron Hands player do? He turns around and destroys his own void shield generator to deny it from the Tyranid threat.
He had wired it up just in case. This kind of emergency. That Hive Tyrant, from the root word tyrant. Just thievery and shenanigans.
The root word tyrant. All right,
Or
hey,
Hive, I don't know which one.
Alaska, well done. Way to hold that state championship and give your people an opportunity to get up there and show what they got and claim a huge victory. And they also wanted to point out that come September, they're actually going to be having a convention going on up there, and it's called Battle Zone Ursa. Battle Zone Ursa, which stands for the bear, right?
You know, I'm sensitive about that.
Why is that, Dave?
Don't look at me when you
big,
say bear.
hairy, and he hibernates for months at a time.
Daily.
Anyway, daily. Anyway, that's it for our tournament stuff. Bam, let's move on to the top 5 players.
5.
Make sure I got all this correct here. Get all my stuff organized properly for you. Your viewing pleasure. All right, so our top 5 ITC current tournament rankings.
As of the other day.
As of the other day, right? Technically today is a Saturday because of our pre-recording issue. But did we have any tournaments this weekend going on, Dave?
Yes, we do. So
Oh.
we'll be talking about they're happening right now.
Right now.
Right now. And at the end of our show, we're going to let you know what's happening right now.
Well, maybe. Anyway, so coming in at number 5. Number 5 is Josh Bagwell. Josh Bagwell. He's got a total of 379 points, .66, right? So these are kind of the things you want to keep track of. Like if you're going to take a shot to get into the top 5, if you want to move up in the Western Conference, know what these people got, right? So Josh Bagwell playing a Gene Stewart cult. He's having an outstanding year so far. Let's see, he's got
Outstanding.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tournaments that he's been involved in. So he's really getting out there, getting it done.
All with Gene Stealers.
He participated in the Guardian Cup 10, which we talked about, right? Which was a grand tournament, which gave him 4 out of 5 for points values. Okay, so that's how he gets that 379.66, and he is currently ranked 31 worldwide. So man, that is
Globally.
outstanding, Josh. Yeah, globally.
So he's our number 5 in the West.
Number 5 in the West, and number 1 Gene Stealer cult player in the entire ITC.
Represent that cult.
Yeah, man, fantastic work, Josh Bagwell. Keep up the good work.
Good job.
If you're shooting for number 1, hey, we'd love to see you move on up there. Keep going.
What teams he play for?
Oh, the dreaded Mugu Legion.
Mugu.
Playing out of the Pacific Northwest. Hey, if you want to get involved with tournament play and you're up in that area at all, they're great. I'm sure they'd be happy to help people get involved, get serious about tournament play.
Serious.
I mean, we see them all over the place, and Mugu Legion is currently the number 1 team in the universe. Coming in at number 2 is Tony Myers. Number 4.
We gotta go. We're going from 5 down to 1, so we're on number
4.
4. Quattro.
That's what we call a fail. In hey,
But you had a great recovery day.
can I get my lines, producer?
Hey, yeah, people.
Yeah, where's
Jeez, we're
our crowd?
professionals
Where's our
here.
crew?
We're professionals here. You know what? Somebody needs to fire the people who put this stuff together. Jeez, you can't get decent help these
It's
days.
hard, man. All right, Tony Myers. Tony's got 391.31 points, so barely like 11 up on Josh, and he's in 4th place, which puts him at number 28th globally in the world. So
Impressive.
fantastic work, Tony.
His brother Michael would be proud of him.
So one of the things I like about Tony is he's only got 5 events, including the 40K Contest of Champions. That's his GT event. And but he's playing all kinds of different armies out there. He is saying goodbye 7th edition, right? He's trying a little bit of everything.
Sayonara 7.
Look, he's got 2 Eldar games, 2 Adeptus Astartes games, and 1 Renegades. Wow.
He's got three different armies he's playing.
Yeah, so Tony's out there. He's having a blast, man. He's
winning with all of those different armies, see? So that I don't get to fall back on I play Orcs or I play Astra Militarum.
Right.
I don't think it's the army's fault.
No, Tony is bringing the heat, and he's showing that he's a general that can handle the pressure, right?
Admiral.
And let's give a shout out to his team, the Meta Mafia. Meta Mafia. Beautiful. All right. Moving on to I better double check on this side because I don't want to make that mistake again. Number 3, our old friend, the imported hero, Adrian Genard.
That sounds like a comic book.
It does.
Imported hero.
The imported hero. Adrian,
that's all over now.
Born and raised in France, now here in America, and he is doing fantastic work. Adrian, super proud of you, buddy. Look at, he's got a total of 407 points, 407.2, which puts him 22nd globally. That's fantastic work, right?
Those twos. All those twos,
right? It's a theme. So he's ranked number 3. He's doing great work, and man, look at this. Look at the number of events he's played in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He has played in 10 tournaments. I feel like Adrian's really in this year, in the 2017 year. I feel like he wants to win.
He's got a lot of time.
And look what he's winning with for the most part, Dave.
Well, he's got 1 with Chaos Demons.
That's correct. That is correct.
The
Adeptus Sororitas, Battle Sisters. Sisters, oh, battle. That is outstanding and super impressive. Adrian, well done, man. I said it in our last episode, and I'll say it again. I can't wait to see you play. I see you were at the LVO, so hopefully you'll be at the LVO again this upcoming year, and I'd love to see those sisters on the table.
I'd like to play against them.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'd like to play with the sisters.
Anyway, he is the number 1 sister player in the entire universe. Well done, Adrian Genard.
Great job.
Adrian, if you have any sisters other than miniatures, I'd recommend you hide them. All right.
I don't discriminate. I'm good with miniatures, too.
Coming in at number 2.
Dose.
We've heard this name a lot on the interwebs. If you're in that 40K scene at all and looking on Facebook, you'll heard this name a lot. Aaron Hayden, right? He's got a total of 443.57 points. Wow, look at that jump between 3rd place and 2nd place, Dave. Yeah, we're talking like 35-point difference. So that's a serious tournament win right there.
Huge.
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 That's not what she said. He's number 11th in the entire global nation, right?
Got to break that top 10.
Man, he's still got an event to go to. I mean, he's not even at 5 yet. He's sitting only on 4. Let's see what Aaron's doing over here. Man, let's see. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 events. But those 5 events are hardcore. Broadside Bash, which was a GT, came in 1st place. We talked about that a little bit.
High profile.
And he's playing Renegade, so he's playing a Forge World army. But we all know it's good. I mean, it won the LVO. It's got the Thud guns and Earthshaker cannons and all that kind of stuff.
Any of you guys out there that don't like Forge World, have a problem with people playing Forge World armies, I just got one thing to say.
What's that, Dave?
Stop hating.
Stop it. Don't hate the haters, baby. Oh, Hayden.
Stop hating.
Oh, my God.
If you can, he's number 2 in the West and number 11
in the world. And number 1 Renegades player, Dave. Number 1 Renegades player. So, Aaron, fantastic work. Keep it up. I hope your Renegades look just as good in 8th edition. But if not, maybe it's time to try a new armor.
Oh, I think he's fine. Stop hating.
So? Stop hating?
Yeah.
All right, and coming in at number 1.
Our favorite team.
That's right. Number 1, ITC Western Conference current champion.
Our champion. The leader of the West.
The trifecta, David Johansson. Oh, man. David, well done, sir. You are doing outstanding. Let's see how many games he's got in so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's played in 7 events so far, including, man, number 3 at the Broadside Bash down there in San Diego. Fantastic work. And he played in an out of Western Conference tournament, the Allies of Convenience Renegade GT. He is an Eldar player, and his current point total in the Western Conference alone is 446.21. So, less than 3 points difference between our first and second place, between David Johansen and Aaron Hayden. Neck and neck, Dave. 3 points.
But I'd like to point out, Broadside Bash.
That's right.
What place did
Aaron
Mr. Hayden come in?
Oh, let's take a look. I should have it right here. Let me see. Broadside Bash. He came in first place,
First
Dave.
place.
That's right.
What place did Mr. Johansson come in?
Mr. Johansson came in third place.
So, Hayden, 3 points behind.
Right.
But he's a slot behind Mr. Johansson.
But here's
neck
something.
And neck.
If you
Close.
go, yeah, close, man, right there. If you go outside of the Western Conference and you go to the overall entire ITC circuit,
The rest of the world, it doesn't matter as much as the West.
that's right. But David did play in that GT outside. Okay, so he has a total of 5 events on the outside. Right now, Western Conference, he's only got 4. He's working with the Western, but on the outside, he has a total of 549 points, .23, which makes him third in the entire world.
That's impressive.
That is impressive. Number 2 Eldar player, number 1 in the West, number 3 in the entire world. David Johansen, keep up the good work, sir. I wish you the best of luck. Hold on to that top with the death grip, because 8th is just.
Is that an army? Is that a new army?
Death grip?
Death grip.
It's one I've played since junior high, but. Boom. Thank you very much.
So
all right.
The camera here. Wow.
Hey, Dave, let's talk about our upcoming tournaments, and let's see what's going on out there over the next, actually today, tomorrow, and next weekend.
Yeah, as mentioned, these are happening now.
Right now.
Because of our little gap due to our crew.
Oopsie poopsie.
So, today is May 27th. We've got some tournaments going on. First one coming up in Garden Grove, California, May 27th, at Brookhurst Hobbies, Battle of Brookhurst 3, end of 7th edition.
Another sayonara to 7th.
Goodbye. Send him off with a blast, Brookhurst.
That's right. But never say goodbye.
Never say goodbye. Also today, May 27th, we head over to Arizona, to Queen Creek, to Baxter's. And it's Baxter's Renegades May RTT. Baxter's.
What was that?
Baxter's.
That sounded like a filthy potty word to me for a second.
So that's in. Well, now I got to tell a little story here.
Oh, okay.
So,
Everyone's
I have children.
You
I
do.
have a family. We have a life outside of Warhammer. Not much.
Not an important life.
But anyway, there was a show called what the hell was the name of that show with that little kid?
It's
He was an aardvark. He was an aardvark.
Alf? Wasn't that an alien?
Alf.
There's a kid who's an aardvark? This is going
It's
nowhere.
on PBS. We'll move along. We're going to move over to Santa Clara, California. Also going on today.
It's called the
At
Fail.
Game Castle of Santa Clara. Is that Conflict at Firebase Charlie Numero Uno?
There you go. Game
That's going on
Castle. So
today.
that's where
That's
the
our
BAO
BAO
is at.
destination. So we expect to see you all. Is it the 29th?
It's the last
29th
weekend of
the 29th and 30th. We will
July.
all congregate at the castle of Santa Clara.
That's right.
Gaming.
That's going to be a huge one, right? So that's a full-on major. If you're interested at all in competing in the ITC, you want to go to the BAO. I know it's pretty much sold out. There might be tickets available. Like if people last minute can't make it, Recent Frankie might be letting some of those go. Or if you know a guy who's got a ticket and he's not going to be able to make it, you'll want to contact him pretty soon. But yeah, that's a big one.
We have our tickets.
We do have our tickets.
Word to the wise. You think it's getting ripe in here with me right now? You get into Game Castle. That is like a hamster cage with, what is it? They dropped it down.
They
dropped
did.
It to how many?
Yeah, because you are playing almost like Dave and I right now.
Pass me my
last
dice,
year.
please.
Yeah.
That's my model.
But now, I'm not sure how much they dropped it down. I want to say they pulled out like
50?
40 or 50
It's not going to matter. It's still going to be tight.
And there's been good reports of up to air conditioning out there, so it should be a beautiful event. It's in the Bay Area, so it doesn't get too hot.
It was beautiful last year, too.
was,
I'm just saying it's a lot of fun. You want to get in there up close and personal. It's like a knife fight in a phone booth. Game Castle. BAO is a fight in a phone booth.
Bam.
All right. Now,
on.
we're going to get onto the ship. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, that was Conflict at Firebase Charlie.
That's right. That's right.
Charlie don't serve. May 27th today in Honolulu, Hawaii, at the Armchair Adventurer. It's the Throne of War Food Hammer 2017.
Food Hammer, another fundraising event. So, that's pretty awesome when people do food raisers or they do any kind of fundraiser and they use Warhammer to do it. That's some fantastic work. If you guys are doing an event where you're doing a fundraiser, make sure you shout it out to us so we can really highlight it. get some pictures, do some stuff like that. Really
We're
get it moving forward.
professionals, and we will get it on this show.
Yeah.
Even if it takes 4 days.
Yes.
All right.
Gross.
Next weekend, June 3rd.
So you can actually go to this one.
Well,
if
you can
watch
still
this
make it.
episode,
Hey,
you can go to this one. If you watch
I'm
the episode.
sure you could get a quick flight to Honolulu
All
right
right,
now
go
and
for
make
it.
it on over.
Go for it.
But over in Everett, Washington, at Mugu Games, on June 3rd, we have the Purge 1750 ITC event.
Okay.
So again, all you guys out there in Pacific Northwest, if you haven't involved yourself with them, get out there to a tournament, hang out with Mugu Games.
So do you think Mugu Games is the home of the Mugu Legion?
Softly suspicious. I'm not a rocket scientist, Dave,
But
but I do play one on TV.
all right, yeah, so maybe so. So Everett, Washington, the Purge,
So.
June 3rd.
The,
all right.
the heart of the Mugu
The heart
nation.
of the Mugu Legion.
Also, next weekend, 3rd and 4th, we have a GT.
Oh, nice.
Glendale, Arizona. This sounds hot. Imperial Outpost Games. Scorched Earth Open GT.
Nice.
June 3rd and 4th. So get that fifth game on there. We got a few guys ready to. Got a slot. What?
Huh?
The fifth
Earthquakes
slot.
are going on all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you wanted a drum roll. Yeah.
So anyway, Glendale, Arizona, Scorched Earth Open, GT. There's not a whole lot of GTs in the world out there, folks. If you want to participate, if you're Southern Utah, we talked about St. George, right? St. George. Santa Jorge, which is in Southern Utah. The friends up there in Vegas. There's a hobby store in North Vegas. If you're anywhere down there at all, even there's one way out in San Bernardino that we talk about every once in a while. If you're anywhere close, it's not too far to pop on over to Glendale and get in a nice GT, get some points, get some wins under your belt, and have some fun.
What's a GT stand for?
Grand Tournament. It's the medium size, which is weird because like the big one's a major, the medium one's a grand. You'd think those would be switched.
Well, I always thought GT was just for good times.
Good times, great oldies, baby.
But that's what we've got coming up this weekend and next weekend. And we're going to be back in 2 weeks, right, Dave?
Yeah, hopefully back in 2 weeks, man.
How long it takes.
And David Johansen.
Oh, shit. Did we hit record?
I don't know. Did it get lost in the warp again?
No.
David Johansen. Let's see if you can hold on to number 1. We'll see you in 2. Everybody take care out there. And for Twin Linked, this is Dave.
And Dave.
Good night. Good day. Tomorrow.
And good luck.